Hi guys, I'm Kalilah Reynolds and it's time for another episode of Money Moves brought to you in partnership with Exim Bank's Business Advisory Service. So, you want to stay in business, don't you? Who doesn't? Who wants to go out of business, right? Well, it's critical that you maintain your cash flow. Melanie Wynter is back with us. She's Managing Director of the Business Development Service, Elizabeth Sloane. Welcome back, Melanie.
Hi, Kalilah.
All right, so what are some best practices for managing your cash flow?
Cash flow management is just the inflow and outflow of money, right? Now, if you're not making money, there's nothing to manage. So the first thing for me is keep your fingers on the pulse of sales. So you should always be generating cash to manage, right? And then proper record keeping. So if let's say you're not keeping accounting software, right? But you have all the source documents. At least at once per month, twice per month, an accountant can come in and put all of that together and then give you your financial statements, right? But if you don't have proper records, then there's no way they can help you. So keep your eyes on the pulse of sales and maintain proper record is the start. Right? Now, once all this money is coming in, and of course you have expenses, which is called payables, you want to extend payables as much as possible so that you have cash in your bank account. And you want to manage receivables. So when there's you may have hundreds of thousands of dollars in receivables on your books, but it's not in your bank account, so it doesn't really help you, right? So it makes sense for you to, if there's an issue with collecting your receivables, to outsource, get a debt collector to assist you. Yeah, you may lose 20%, 10%, whatever the rate is out there now.
But it's better than having nothing.
Precisely, right? So maintain and manage your receivables. Another thing is rewarding your customers for paying you on time. So that way that's one of the ways you maintain your receivables also, right? Another thing is maintaining proper reserve, cash reserves. So there are products, a credit line. You can get a credit line from an Exim or your bank, or you can just save, right? So save some, whatever you make, ensure that you're putting some in a cash reserve. Invest in things like marketable securities. For instance, NCB stock. That's good. It's always trading. If you look at the JSE trading hub every day, you're seeing people are trading NCB. So that's a good stock to have. If you need to liquidate, then you can liquidate, and that's another way of having cash reserves, right?
That's a good tip.
And another thing is just being mindful of spending. So when you're buying any assets or buying anything, whether it be assets or liabilities, you shop around. Practice requesting 3 quotes so you get the best price. Don't just go out and buy.
And get the first thing that somebody offers.
Exactly, because oftentimes there are better deals out there, and sometimes after getting those 3 quotes, you realize you don't really need it. So that's some of the ways that you can maintain proper cash flow.
And it allows you to negotiate too when you have more than one quote.
Exactly.
I can say, your competitor is offering so and so.
Precisely. So that's our best practice in accounting. So for most accounting policies, it would state request 3 quotes, right?
Thanks, Melanie. These were some really good tips to help us manage our cash flow.
No problem, Kalilah.
Well, that's it for this episode of Money Moves, brought to you in partnership with Exim Bank's Business Advisory Service. I'm Kalilah Reynolds. See you next week.